Hey what's up guys, so Richard here. Today in today's video is going to be a new series, guys, The Road to Play. Yes guys, literally, last week I did a video on the theories and speculations of Ed's next album that's come next year, and I theorized playing that video, and literally on Friday, Autumn Variations went #1 on the UK albums chart, and Ed saying an album coming out next year, and then Ed literally put in his Instagram caption, YouTube caption, literally said this: "See you next year when we press play on some big pop stuff finally." So yes, guys, I do think it's going to be played, the next main album from Ed, and it's starting the first of the next 5 albums, which is going to be music remote symbol. So play, rewind, fast forward, pause and stop. Which, we've been theorizing this for a few years now, guys, and it's literally Ed just teasing press play on some big pop stuff next year, guys. And I'll play you guys that little clip from Ed winning the #1 album chart for Autumn Variations and new album next year.
And hope you continue liking the album, and I'll see you next year for the next one.
So yeah, guys, literally Ed teasing press play. Yes, press play, which is just insane to think about. So I just thought, like, colours of the rainbow, because the thumbnail, I think it could be a purple colour. I don't know why, but I do think it could potentially be purple. The reason why is that I put the colours of the rainbow on. Literally, red equals orange plus, yellow subtracts, green multiply, blue divide. I know there's indigo, but I don't think we're going to get another blue album, because Divide was blue, or maybe an album indigo, like a dark blue, like a, I don't know, like a rewind or fast forward, I don't know, pause, I don't know. But we've never had a purple Ed album before, and I don't see a blue one coming out as soon as Divide. I don't know, guys, I don't know. But a purple album, that's why it's the thumbnail. Nothing is confirmed, of course, but I just thought maybe the rainbow. Like, of course, all of Ed's mathematical albums are most of the colours of the rainbow. But the purple, I do think, but on Ed's tattoo, it's a green play symbol. But it's 10 years of Multiply next year as well. It could be green, but I don't think it's going to be green, because, of course, we've got a green album with Multiply. But I do think violet purple for the cover of Play, maybe potentially, and which I just can't wait for this album. Pop album once again, guys. You know me, I just love Ed's pop album so much as the lo-fi acoustic, the singer-songwriter songs, and Play, the massive big album, which I just cannot wait for. I do think Play is going to be a combination of Equals and Divide, #6 as well. A combination of Divide, #6 and Equals, I think. Like, I don't think the main producer could be Max Martin, maybe potentially, and then maybe other producers like Andrew Watt, Benny Blanco, Johnny McDade, Steve Mack, back on producing Ed's stuff as well. Yeah, of course, we've just had 2 albums, just Ed and produced with Aaron Dessner, I love that so much, guys. But we just need to get back to the multi-collaborating process of producing and writing songs for Ed, which Ed has been doing. Play, the next massive pop album by Ed Sheeran, which I just cannot wait for. And, pop albums, are just joyous and just happy and that. Which, guys, I just cannot wait. How could I forget Fred again, guys? Fred again to produce some of Play, maybe potentially as well, which could be amazing. I love when Fred produces songs. Which is gonna be amazing, and which I just cannot wait for. And also on the Rolling Stone article back in March, Ed talked about a song. Wait. Here we go. Here we go. So Ed talks about a song called Amazing Daughter. So it says here, there's a striking doo-wop meets Paul McCartney song called Amazing Daughter. The first thing Sheeran wrote after he briefly persuaded himself he should retire from music to become a stay-at-home dad after Lyra's birth. It's an outtake from his last album he loved, but has no idea where he'll find a place for it. So maybe potentially that Amazing Daughter, or Ed might have reworked Amazing Daughter to be called Amazing Daughters, maybe potentially, and to be on play, with Ed's two daughters, which is so cute, and it would be amazing if there's a song dedicated to both of Ed's daughters on play, maybe potentially, and yeah, which I just cannot wait for, and everything to come from Ed in the next year with Play, and that the next massive pop album. And then here it says here, Sheeran has 5 more albums in mind using another category of symbols. One he's not ready to share, at least on the record. He sees the last in the series as a years-long project with a twist. I want to slowly make this album that is quote, unquote, perfect for the rest of my life. Adding songs here and there, he says, and just have it in my will that after I sadly die, it comes out. I do think that's referring to Stop, the last ever Ed album. And Ed said this in the Breakfast Club back in 2021. I'll play it right now. It's pretty, play it.
So I had 5 mathematics records and 5 more symbol records, and then in between I would do, I'm going to do a folk record with a trad band that I really like. I might do an R&B record, I might do a dance record, but they won't be part of the blockbusters, if that makes sense. So I'll do these 5 and these 5 and then be done. But the last one of the last 5 will be my last record. I have a slightly morbid idea, but I like the idea of doing 9 and then for like 20 years just chipping away at one and just having it in the back pocket and just having it in my will that the day that I die, this album gets released. And that's your final swan song where you just go, that's it. And I really like the idea of that, basically.
Executive produced by your daughter with all the money. Yeah.
No, I mean all of that, but but just make the perfect album. And then when you die, it's your swan song of like, have you spent a lifetime as an entertainer, and this is your last thing you want to offer to the world, and it comes out the day you die.
Yeah, of course, Stop won't come out for many years, guys. But it's just crazy that Ed's starting with the music symbol albums already, guys, which is just insane to think about. Yeah, it's just insane to think about that. Ed's starting to... I thought it would be after the mathematics tour. Ed will start the next 5 main albums, but maybe potentially she could start it next year, guys, which is just insane to think about. Yeah, which is just so crazy. And also on the Cross Me music video, that literally has different colours, like a pink and purple. Maybe potentially that purple, I think it could be the Play cover. Maybe pink could be another album from the Remote Symbols. I don't know, I'm not too sure which one, but I just cannot wait. And yeah, guys, which is just crazy to think about, and that, which Play, I just cannot wait for this album. Here's a clip from 2018 of Ed singing a It's a Love Song. Love Song, I'm not too sure what it's called. I played it from Instagram Australia in 2018. Maybe this was cut from Equals, maybe to be on Play. And then Ed, I think it's the same song, I'm not too sure. Ed just teasing this again, a love song dance floor filler. I'll play you guys them 2 clips right now. Let's go.
It must be songs that you go, right, I'm going to put on the album this amount of songs, and then maybe a deluxe version I'll have this amount of songs. There must be a song which you're umming and erring about, and then it just doesn't make it.
Yeah.
But it's good enough to go on.
So the reason that happened was I had a song that I'd written with Max Martin, who's he wrote like...
He's had a few hits.
Yeah, he has. He's had 35 US number ones.
If no one knows who he is, Google him and you'll blow your mind.
I did like I Don't Care and Beautiful People, Take Me Back to London, and Remember the Name with him in Sweden for the Collaborations project. So we'd made this tune that was arguably the biggest pop song on the album. And then the album started turning into a kind of quarter-life crisis album about me turning 30 and being a dad and getting married and losing a friend and blah, blah, blah. And this song just started to not fit. And I was really sort of conflicted because it was the biggest song on the record. And then there was a conversation of this album can't be 16 tracks, it has to be 14 for vinyl, so it can be one vinyl. And I was like, well, that kind of makes my decision for me. So it was a difficult conversation to say to Max, because he's obviously like, this song is amazing, but it will come out at some point next year, I think. But
now,
yeah.
do you want to keep that for yourself? Or
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
It's like
no one's getting that.
It's easy. It would have been the biggest song on the album. It's easily like it's an emo love song dance floor filler, if that makes sense.
Nice.
Like it's very much like emotional. It's emotional dance floor music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout credits to Radio X. Who that interview there from October 2021 when Equals came out, which a love song dance floor filler. It could be called Love Song. I'm not too sure, guys. I'm not too sure. It could be on play as like maybe a single, like a ballad single, like produced by Max Martin. And like I said, Max Martin, so most likely to produce play. Ed's always had like a main producer for all of his albums. So for Plus, Jake Gosling. Multiplay, there was quite a few producers, but I think the main producer, it was Rick Rubin. Yeah, but Rick Rubin didn't produce like most of the songs. It was a mix of everyone pretty much on Multiplay. Divide, Benny Blanco, Equals, Fred Again, Subtracts, Aaron Dessner, and Max Martin produced a few songs from Number 6, but didn't produce like most of the album. It was only a few songs, but I do think maybe potentially Max Martin produced Play, like mostly produced Play with like Fred Again and that. And yeah, of course, Max Martin produced A Beautiful Game. That came out earlier on this year, so maybe potentially that A Beautiful Game could be on the deluxe edition of Play or a Japanese edition of Play. Who knows, guys? Who knows that? I don't know. I know that Beautiful Game came out literally only a couple of weeks after Subtracts, which is just insane to think about. But yeah, guys, I do think Max Martin is like the main producer of Play, and I think Ed's been writing Play for like the duration of him just writing Equals. So like working on 2 albums at the same time potentially, and that. Who knows, guys? Yeah, which is just insane to think about that Ed's gonna drop the next main album a year after Subtracts. But of course, the last massive pop album was Equals in 2021, so that's 3 years in between 2021 to 2024, and yeah, I think now I'm just gonna play you guys just clips from interviews and then Instagram Q&A. You guys have seen them all already. I'm just gonna compile them all and just some more info from Ed himself saying that the next album is gonna be a pop album, and then Instagram Q&A, and then old interviews, and then a recent interview from earlier on this year. And yeah, I'll play you guys all of them right now. Let's go.
What are you going to drop after the Mathematics albums? Have you thought of that?
Yeah, I have. What's mad is I've talked about it for years and years, and I keep saying all of them are tattooed on my body. Like, all of them have been tattooed on my body since like 2011, and no one's guessed. But they're all there. They're all there. So yeah, I've got 5 more after that, but I want to kind of intersperse them with things.
You mentioned you have a plan for another set of 5 albums. The Mathematics series is done. Have you revealed any information on the new set, or can you say anything on this new set, or is that kind of?
I've had them tattooed on me for like 10 years. So like, if fans want to look into that, they'll find it on my body somewhere. But yeah, I'll probably kick off with it next year or the year after. I don't know.
And I hope you like it. And I am planning on doing a summer variations and a spring variations, and there will be other cool shit coming. But that isn't what's coming after this. We've got a big old pop record after this. It's great.
My overall idea with it is to have the next ones come as and when, and again, have no pressure surrounding them. I kind of want to be able to do big pop records when I want to do big pop records, and then do indie records when I want to do indie records. I kind of feel like as an artist,
doing a wide range of things is always the most exciting thing. I don't want to just feel like I have to do one thing because that's what people know me for. No, I mean, yeah, but no, like, this is the first of the seasons, but I won't, the next series is not this is just something that I wanted to put out at the end of tour as sort of a gift to fans, but we'll be starting the next series next year.
Hey guys, you know that, you know, Ed said he's hadn't tatted on him for the past 10 years, and you know, it's kind of obvious, you know, five more symbols: play, rewind, fast forward, pause and stop. I do think Pause could be the last album for like a very long time, well, main album for a very long time, and then, yeah, you know, after Play next year, potentially. We don't even know if it's called Play yet, guys, but you know me, guys, I always like to theorise and speculate that Play, yeah, only four, after 2024, pretty much to be only 4 more main albums to go. Yeah, which is just insane to think about and that. And also, you know, there's, you know, of course I've been talking about it for a while, J Balvin. I do think after Play, the J Balvin collab album could come out, but I do think that could be released under J Balvin. You know, it's going to be like a reggaeton type of projects, different type of genres, and that maybe late 2024 where Play comes out, like early to mid 2024, like spring or summertime 2024, we get Play, and then also singles. You know, I do think Ed could start teasing it. I don't think December, but maybe January Ed could start teasing the first single from Play, and then maybe February, I don't know, guys. And then second single maybe March, April time, but and maybe album in April. I'm not too sure, guys, but we normally get 2 massive pop singles that Ed releases just before a main big album. For example, with Equals, with Bad Habits and Shivers. I'm going to talk, number 6, you know, I Don't Care on Beautiful People, massive hits. I know Blow came out a couple of days before, but yeah. Divide, of course, Shape of You and Castle on the Hill coming out the same day. Maybe that Ed could do a Shape of You and Castle on the Hill, releasing 2 singles on the exact same day as each other. And then, yeah, that's the 2 big songs from Play. Yeah. And then Multiply. Well, yeah, Multiply, there was only Sing, I think. Yeah, the massive single before Multiply. Yeah, you know, guys, yeah. So yeah, we expect 2 massive singles before Play, and then the album comes out and that, which I just cannot wait for, guys. We just cannot wait for this album, Play. It's kind of unexpected because it isn't going to be a mathematics album. It's going to be most likely going to be a music symbol album, you know, guys. Yeah, you know, and also all the clips that I just played, it's going to be a massive pop album, you know. Yeah, the seasons are going to be like little side projects in between the main albums, I think. Yeah, they'll be released in over time, like the spring variations, summer variations, winter variations. But yeah, guys, the main albums, the next 5, I can't believe I'm saying this, the 5 main albums could release next year, but the first being Play. Press play. Yes, guys, yes. I think that's it in this video. I think there's going to be some unreleased Equal songs on Play, like Amazing Daughter, or I could rework it to be called Amazing Daughters. It's a love song. I don't know. A love song, dance floor filler. Who knows, maybe potentially. I'm not too sure, guys. I'm not too sure which was cut from Equals, but could make it onto Play as the massive pop album. Max Martin mostly produces this album. Maybe a couple of songs produced by Fred again, you know. Benny Blanco, hopefully. Steve Mack, Johnny McDade. Who knows, guys? Who knows? Yeah, guys. Yeah, I think that is it, this video. Yeah. And if you guys enjoy this video of me just going through some of the things in this video, I forgot to say, this is going to be a monthly series, guys. Not a weekly, like, on the road sub-tracks. I'm going to release the road to Play every month because, of course, we haven't got a lot of information as we had for sub-tracks, and I don't think Ed's going to tease Play until, I think, January, and that, yeah, and pretty much And also, the last days of autumn, you know, I think that's the ending of the Autumn Variations era, sadly, on the 19th and 20th of, was it 18th and 19th of November? Yeah, and then Ed said on an Instagram comment that this is going to be a short era of Autumn Variations, and then next year it'll be, well, we know kind of, next year Pop Album will play. And yeah, guys, I think that is it, this video, guys. And if you guys enjoyed this video of me just going through things of play, nothing is confirmed yet, guys, of course, but Ed's teasing, press play, and everything. And Jane, if you guys enjoyed this video of episode 1 of The Road to Play, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in another video. Peace.